Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to revisit the problem on ratio single unchanged. Now most students find a little bit troublesome to draw the model approach for solving this problem. So today I'm excited to bring to you a revolutionary method known as the before change after method for approaching this problem. Let's get started. Annie had some blue and red buttons in the ratio of 3:2. When she bought an additional 21 red buttons, the ratio of blue buttons to red buttons became 4:5. How many blue buttons did she have at first? Now, the method I'm going to introduce to you here is the before change after method, or BCA for short. Now, to do that, we need to draw a grid. The grid will be 4 rows by 3 columns. So we are going to write down the before, change, and after into the grid. Now, since we are comparing the quantities of blue and red buttons, we will write blue and red. Now we are ready to fill in the information. The ratio of blue and red buttons before is 3:2. So let's fill that in, 3:2. Now she bought an additional 21 red buttons. So there will be an additional of 21 red buttons. Note that the number of blue buttons remain unchanged. So we will not fill in anything here. Now the situation after is that the blue buttons to red buttons became 4:5. So we have 4:5. Now I have indicated the color differently for after and before. This is because the ratio here is of a different quantity than the ratio here. Now we are ready to think about the problem. For before and after, we note that the number of blue buttons remain unchanged. So these 3 units and these 4 parts should represent the same quantity. So 3 units and 4 parts. How can we make that the same? Yes, that's right. The common multiple of 3 and 4 is 12. So we can change these 2 sets of ratio into equivalent ratios involving the number 12. So for the ratio 3:2, that will be equivalent to 12:8. For the ratio 4:5, that will be equivalent of to 12:15. Let's indicate that on the grid. We are going to multiply the 3 by 4. Similarly, multiplying the 2 by 4 again. So this new ratio will be represented on top. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. And 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. Now for the ratio after, we are going to multiply by 3 each. 4 multiplied by 3 again is 12. And 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. Now we notice that in this situation, we have 12 and 12 for before and after. This indicates that the blue buttons have not changed. For the red buttons, we have 8 and 15. There is an increase of units. This represents the change. Now a key word of caution is that we must use the transform ratios. That will be the ratios in green, because this represents the true situation of the problem. We are now ready to solve the problem. Now we note that the 15 units after and 8 units before. So the change must actually represent 15 units minus 8 units, or 7 units. So we have 7 units will be equivalent to 21. 1 unit will be 21 divided by 7 to give us 3. Since we are interested in the number of blue buttons initially, there will be 12 units. We have our required answer of 12 units is 3 multiplied by 12 to give us 36. And there we have it. Our answer is there are 36 blue buttons at first. Thank you for watching this video.